I'm Robert Scoble, and we're here at the IBM Almaden Research Center. Here we're going to see the future of batteries that could be used to power the car of the future. Who are you?
My name is Winfried Wilke. I'm the head of the Nanoscale Science and Technology. And one project in this organization, which a lot of excitement created by it, is this lithium-air super battery. The goal is very specifically to create a battery which is capable to drive a typical family car for about 500 miles. That's where the name Battery 500 comes from, between recharges. It's the highest energy density of any imaginable system. It's a long-term project. It's currently in its early science phases, but particularly in the last 6 or 7 months, we have gotten a lot of good results, which make me cautiously optimistic that this can actually work. The basic idea is why we think we can drastically increase the energy density. It's basically is to make it lighter. You make it lighter by getting rid of these heavy transition metal oxides like cobalt oxide or manganese oxide and replace it with a lightweight, high surface carbon structure. Okay, that's where our nanotechnology comes into the picture.
Yeah.
So what really happens is, in one of the two possible forms of such a lithium-ion battery, is that during discharge, when the car is driving, the lithium ions, which come from lithium metal, the anode, combine with the oxygen which we borrow from the atmosphere, and the two form a new compound called lithium peroxide. That's a reaction product. So the battery fills up with that stuff while you drive. For that was the discharge driving part. For the recharging part, you basically run the movie backwards. You apply an external voltage which then pulls this lithium peroxide apart and releases the oxygen back into the atmosphere. We have the the Battery 500 coalition, which involves 4 of the big US national labs, which are Oak Ridge, Argonne, Pacific Northwest, and Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory. And then we have now collaboration with several large industrial companies who are also participating in the project. So I'm just amazed how from an idea this exploded into a major coalition.
What you are seeing here is oxygen being slowly bubbled into the electrolyte, and we have a potentiostat which essentially does monitor what is happening inside this cell.
What we see right here are 2 batteries that are currently discharging on our DEM setup here. What we can do is take gases, which we have in these different lecture bottles in the back here. We can take any gas that we like. We have right now oxygen and argon hooked up to our system, and we can pass it through the headspace of our battery, and we can control precisely how much gas goes through the headspace of our battery. We can also test the gases that are evolved in our battery by sending it to this instrument here, our mass spec, which essentially gives us information on what type of gases are in these cells. My next step would be to take the batteries off of this system, disassemble them, and then study what has occurred to each one of the electrodes, and also what occurred to the electrolytes as well. And so we have all the capability that we need here at this research center to do a very good chemical analysis of what's occurring in these batteries and on the electrodes.